compounding that assure durability, improved handling, and cornering. Its 4-ply polyester cord construction eliminates flat spotting. Minuteman 4 also bears the Good Housekeeping seal of approval, and it carries America's only insured tire warranty. So make it a point to stop into your Union Oil dealers and ask him about the Minuteman 4 tire. This summer, when you're looking for someone to look after you, look up to 76.
Now the batting orders for the ball game. First for the Dodgers, playing shortstop, Maury Wills. Wills leading off, playing short. Manny Mota will be in left field. Willie Davis with his 31-game hitting streak in center field at Davis. Wes Parker will be at first base, Parker. Andy Costco in right field. Bill Sudeikis at third base. Ted Sizemore at second. Jeff Torborg is the catcher. And Bill Singer will be the pitcher. Bill with 17 wins, 8 losses, trying to notch number 18 here tonight against San Diego. He is 1-0 against the Padres. The batting order for San Diego, Jose Arcia at second base. Roberto Pena at shortstop. Ollie Brown in right field. Al Ferrara in left. Nate Colbert at first. And the Padres take the field now. Van Kelly will be at third. Clarence Gaston in center. Chris Cannizzaro, the catcher. And left-hander Dick Kelly will be the pitcher. So the Padres have gone on the field now. The Dodgers, after concluding a very good homestand, have won 7 out of the 9 on the homestand, taking 2 out of 3 from New York, 2 out of 3 from Montreal, and 3 straight from Philadelphia. Underway in a moment. Now our national anthem. A few moments from San Diego Stadium, waiting for pitcher Dick Kelly to come out now. Kelly on the year is 4-8. He is 0-2 against the Dodgers this season and 1-4 lifetime. So the left-hander, who was formerly with the Atlanta Braves, going out now to do the pitching. The Dodgers and the Padres are involved in the only game in the National League tonight. Everybody else is idle. The Dodgers, as they begin play, are in second place, 1 game behind the Giants, and 1/2 game ahead of Cincinnati. The Atlanta Braves are in 4th. They are 3 games off the top and 2 games behind the Dodgers. Houston 5 out. And in the Eastern Division, Chicago 5 games over the New York Mets, with Pittsburgh 10.5 and then St. Louis 11. Now Dick Kelly getting set to warm up. The umpires for tonight's game will be Donatelli at the plate. Steiner will be at first base. Engel at second, and Stella will be at third. The Padres and the Dodgers have played 11 games this year. The Dodgers have won 9 of the 11 and 4 out of the 5 games played here. So we're all set to go now. Dick Kelly warming up with catcher Chris Canizero. Colbert at first, Arcia at second, Pena at short, Kelly at third, Ferrara in left, Gaston in center, and Brown is around in right field. The Dodgers trying to stay close in the Wild Wild West, begin their 4-game series here. And then, as we mentioned earlier, we'll go on to Atlanta and then to Houston on this trip and come back home next Friday night to Dodger Stadium, and we'll open up that homestand with San Diego. Here's Maury Wills stepping in now. Maury hitting .271, 3 home runs, 39 runs batted in. We're all set. The Dodgers and the San Diego Padres from San Diego Stadium. Here's Dick Kelly into the windup now, and the pitch on the way to Maury. A fastball comes in low, 1 ball and no strikes. At third base, Van Kelly comes in on the grass. Nate Colbert at first playing just off the grass and wide of the bag. The outfield shaded slightly to the left. Here's the windup now, and the pitch on the way to Maury, taken for a strike, ended with 1-1. On the sidelines, you can still see the chalk marks from the football game that was played here last week with the Rams and the San Diego Chargers. Beautiful stadium here in San Diego. 1-1 count, the windup and the pitch on the way. Line drive hit right back to the middle, into center, base hit. So Wills opens up the ball game with a single to center field. Maury, in a pregame visit, said that he felt that when he gets on base, that gives the Dodgers that much more chance to score. So he's really bearing down trying to get on there. Not that he isn't all the time, but he feels it more keenly now as we get into the closing month of the pennant race. Manny Mota, the batter, hitting .334. Manny has been battling a bit of a slump. 3 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Ours, as we mentioned, the only National League game on the schedule today, or tonight. The look at first base, Kelly checks and throws over there to Colbert. Wills back easily. Tomorrow night, the Dodgers play San Diego again. This is the first of a 4-game series. The rest of the schedule, San Francisco at Houston, Atlanta at Cincinnati in the West. In the East, Montreal at St. Louis, Philadelphia at New York, and Pittsburgh at Chicago. Pitch to Mota, swung on it, missed the throw down to first base, not in time. So a good sinker offered up by Kelly, and Mota swung right through it. 0-1. The Dodgers have dominated the Padres fairly well this year, 9 out of 11 and 4 out of 5 here. Manny Mota in the batter's box. Willie Davis on deck. 31-game hitting streak on the line. Here's the look now, the check, and the pitch on the way. Curve is a little low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mota waiting. The look at Wills now by Kelly. There he goes, and the pitch is in for strike. The throw down is high, and Maury is stolen it. So Wills steals another one. He got a good jump on Kelly and picks up his 39th steal, and he now has 23 as a Dodger. So Wills, 23 out of 29 in the Dodger uniform, and 39 out of 51 overall. The pitch was a strike to Mota, and it's a 1-2 count now to Manny. And now he will try to go to the right side, which he usually does anyway, trying to move Wills into scoring position at third base. Maury off second base with a 1-2 count. Wills taking a lead. Pena playing at shortstop, right down behind Wills. Now the look and the pitch on the way to Mota. Swung on and hit foul over the backstop screen and out of play. Count is a ball and 2 strikes. Nice to visit with Buzzy Bavasi before the ball game. Preston Gomez, Roger Craig, and all of the ex-Dodgers, Wally Moon. They've all been rehired for next year. Preston Gomez will be again the manager of San Diego, and his coaching staff will be complete with one addition. Bob Skinner, the ex-manager of the Phillies, will be on the coaching lines with the Padres next year. He will replace Whitey Wiedelman, who will manage in the minor leagues. Sparky Anderson, Roger Craig, and Wally Moon also will be on the coaching staff. Here's the look. 1-2 pitch on the way to Mota. It's in the dirt, bounces out in front of the plate, and Canizero out on it quickly, and Wills has to hold up at second. So a 2-2 count now to Manny Mota. So our congratulations to the manager, Preston Gomez, and his coaching staff. They'll all be back next year. The Padres, a young club, and of course, hoping to build for the future. A beautiful stadium here in San Diego. Might be a nice idea for you to come on down and spend the weekend here in San Diego. See some baseball games and take in some of the other sights around these parts. 2-2 the count. Here's the stretch and the look. And the pitch on the way. Swung on a hit toward the third base side. Kelly up with it. Holds the runner. Throws in time. Mota's out. Kelly pitching inside to Mota, so he's not able to go to right field with it. And Wills has to hold on at second base as Mota pulls and grounds out. Here's Willie Davis coming up now. The crowd has heard about his hitting streak, and Willie gets a round of applause as he comes up. 31, and boy, it was a dramatic base hit last night as Willie got a reprieve and a chance to bat in the ninth inning and won the ball game with a double to left field. If you weren't with us, the Dodgers led 4-0, and the Mets caught them with 4 in the eighth inning after Willie had his fourth turn at bat and did not have a hit. Then Wills opened the ninth. Mota advanced him with a bunt, and Willie Davis promptly singled to left field against the left-hand pitcher, rather double to left field, and his streak was alive, and the Dodgers won the game. The pitch to Willie is a little low, 1 ball and no strikes. So Willie now has hit safely in 31 games. The only longer streak since 1900 in the National League belonged to Tommy Holmes at 37, Rogers Hornsby at 33. So Willie now is in illustrious company as he stands at the batter's box right now. 1-0 the count. Check of Wills and the pitch on the way. Taken low with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes to Willie D. During the streak, and he has hit well. He has hit .435. He's now hitting .316. He was hitting .262 when the streak started on the 1st of August. And to carry back a little further, since the All-Star break, he's hit safely in 36 of 38 games at a .395 pace. So Willie awaiting 2-0 as left-hander Kelly checks and delivers. Line foul off to the left out of play, and it's 2-1. Willie has had to keep his streak going quite often against left-handers. He did it last night against left-hander Jack DeLauro after being blanked by Kuzman, but he kept it alive against left-handers several times. So now he's facing Kelly. 2-1 count. Kelly with a look back. Check and the pitch to Willie D. Swung on and hit foul over the backstop screen. Strike 2. 2-2. That was a fastball moving in on the hand. 2-2 count. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Turn 2. 1 away. Wills short lead at second base. Morris single, stole second. Now the pitch to Davis. Tapped over the mound in front of second base. It'll be a tough play. Here's the throw. It is just in time. Willie's out on a nip and tuck play at first base. Willie Davis just barely nipped on the play by Arcia. Mel Steiner there to make the call on it. So Willie D out, bouncing one over the mound and thrown out on a close play by Arcia. Here's Wes Parker at bat with a runner at third base. Wes Parker has been really blazing hot lately. Wes hitting an even .300 now with 13 home runs, 65 runs batted in. So here's Parker now as Kelly delivers. The pitch is inside with a curve, ball 1. Wes started to go, checked up. 1-0. Parker against San Diego this year hitting .393, but he's way down the list of hitters against San Diego. The Dodgers have a team batting average of .296 against San Diego. Here's the 1-0 pitch to West. Ground ball out towards second. Arcia there up with it, makes his play to first in time, and the inning is over. So Parker grounds out, and the Dodgers are down in the first. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left, and the score at the end of a half inning of play. Dodgers nothing, and San Diego coming up.
Well, needless to say, baseball's an aggressive sport, and the players with the most aggressive spirit, the ones who move a little faster, throw a little harder, and hit a little oftener, well, they're the heroes. They keep the whole team together and make the game more exciting. Well, since you're a fan, you enjoy this aggressive spirit. And because you do, you can enjoy Schlitz malt liquor a little better. Why? Because Schlitz malt liquor has an aggressive spirit that won't quit, not even when you pour it over ice. In fact, Schlitz recommends drinking it that way, and that's unusual. Ice usually dulls the taste of most brews. You don't want to drink them too cold. But with Schlitz malt liquor, you can't drink it too cold. Ice just makes the taste stand up, makes being thirsty a little more exciting, and makes drinking Schlitz malt liquor a little more rewarding. It's the aggressive spirit that does it. In fact, Schlitz malt liquor is the aggressive spirit. So look for the can with the bull on the label. That ought to tell you something. Remember, nobody makes malt liquor like Schlitz. Nobody.
Now to the last half of the first inning. Bill Singer warming up to pitch to Arcia, Pena, and Brown. Singer against San Diego this year has won one and lost none. He beat San Diego April 16th at Dodger Stadium, 9-1. Kelly was the loser. He had no decision on June 17th at Los Angeles. And in his last start, he beat Philadelphia 4-1 and worked a complete game. So Bill Singer gunning for number 18 here tonight at San Diego's beautiful San Diego Stadium. Talking about coming down for the weekend, of course, the baseball games are Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon here at the stadium, which is just a short drive from downtown San Diego. It's in the Mission Valley area, just east of the hotel centers. A lot of activities in the area. SeaWorld, the famous San Diego Zoo, Tijuana nearby, and, of course, the great golf courses in the area, all up and down the North San Diego County. Singer ready to go to work here to Arcia. And now wants Torborg to go through the signs again. Now the windup and the pitch on the way to Arcia. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Jose Arcia, leadoff man at 194. No score. The Dodgers had Wills as far as third base in the first inning, and that was all. Bill Singer ready, and the pitch again. Fastball inside, and Arcia leans back and is flat on his back. Now he just folded back, and I think he was nicked on the hand. He was, as he fell away from it. So Arcia kind of leaned back and fell down, rolled over, and he's nicked on the arm. So Arcia hit by a pitch, ball takes first, and here's Roberto Pena, the shortstop, coming up. Pena stepping in, hitting .237 with 3 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Runner on at first base. Now Singer with a throw over there, not in time. Parker at first, Sizemore at second, Wills at short, Sudeikis at third, Mota, Davis, Costco in the outfield. Here's a throw again to first, and again Arcia is back. Sudeikis lays in on the grass at third against the right-hand hitter. Runner going, hit and run play, and a ground ball to the right side. Off Sizemore's glove, and he can't make a play. It'll be a base hit for Pena. So they put the hit and run on, and Pena grounds a single off Sizemore's glove, and Singer is in trouble here at the outset. A hit batter, and an infield hit. As Sizemore was breaking toward the bag, and then had to backtrack, and just did get a glove on it. So Pena gets a scratch single. Arcia is at second base, and here's Ollie Brown. He's the muscle man for San Diego with 18 home runs and 51 runs batted in. Ollie from Long Beach hitting .253. The Dodgers play the infield back now. Singer ready and delivers. Curve, strike, 0-1. On deck is Al Ferrara. The Dodgers have lost one here to San Diego. They lost one in Dodger Stadium to San Diego. They wound up the year 10-2 against the other expansion club, Montreal. They will play 18 games, of course, against the Padres. Fastball is in tight, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ollie Brown. First game of the 4-game series, first game of an 8-game road trip for the Dodgers. On the road this year, they've won 33 and lost 33. 1-1 count. Brown waiting. Arcia and Pena off the bases. Check swing on a curve, and it's 2-1. The Dodgers against the Western Division club stand 35-26. They have wound up play against the East, and they were 39-33, so a +6 against the Eastern clubs. But now it's West and West for the rest of the way. The pitch to Brown. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Good curveball. 2-2 to Ollie. Ollie Brown, the right fielder, with a great arm. Standing in there now. The Dodgers and the Padres, the only game going in the National League tonight. There are 3 American League contests. We'll check those out for you. All right, a 2-2 count. Singer looks back, checks, delivers to Brown. Struck him out with a breaking ball. So Brown goes down swinging. Good curve by Singer, one away, and here's Al Ferrara. Strikeout number 202 for Bill Singer. The American League schedule, Minnesota at Oakland, 1-0 Minnesota leads in the second inning. That begins a showdown series there. No score, Chicago at California. And Kansas City leads Seattle 1-0 at the end of a half inning of play. Baltimore-Detroit, 5-4. Baltimore leads in the bottom of the ninth inning. Baltimore scored 4 times in the top of the ninth at Detroit to take the lead. Here's the bull, Al Ferrara at bat, hitting .276. Singer ready, delivers to Al. Curve low, 1 ball, no strikes. Ferrara with 12 home runs and 49 runs batted in. Had a game-winning base hit against the Dodgers here earlier in the year. The Dodgers have 7 to play with San Diego, 4 here and 3 in Dodger Stadium. The Padres could have a lot to say about the pennant race. Their last 3 games of the season are at San Francisco. Now the pitch on the way. Ferrara hits a fly ball to deep right center field. Costco over near the track. Waits, makes the catch. Runner at second base, heading for third, and the throw is back in and cut off by Will. So Ferrara out on a long fly ball to right, sending Arcia to third. And here is Nate Colbert, the first baseman, coming up. Colbert hitting .249, and he has 17 home runs and 44 runs batted in. So Colbert has given the Padres a long ball. 17, Brown 18, Ferrara 12. No score, bottom of the first inning at San Diego. Tomorrow night's pitchers, Jim Bunning against Joe Niekro. Now Singer checking. The look and the pitch. Curve strike to Nate Colbert, 0-1. Arcia is at third. He was on, nicked by a pitched ball, and Pena at first base was on an infield hit off Sizemore's glove. 0-1 count. Now Colbert waiting. Singer ready, delivers. Tap toward the right side. Big hop to Sizemore. Teddy throws to first, and the inning is over. So Colbert grounds out, and that's all. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left, and for San Diego, a threat, but that's all. And the score at the end of 1 inning of play, Dodgers nothing and the Padres nothing.
Well, you know, unlike a baseball player, Farmer John plays on 2 sides. Sure, both the meat department side and the delicatessen side of your market. Now, in the meat department, you'll find Farmer John bacon, ham, sausage, and fresh pork. And in the delicatessen section, there's Farmer John all-meat wieners and a complete variety of Farmer John luncheon meats. No matter what Farmer John product you shop for, you can rest assured that it's as fresh as you can buy. Well, that's because Farmer John spends the extra time and money to bring fresh Eastern corn-fed pork out here live. Then it's U.S. inspected and dressed fresh right here in the West. Well, most other packers ship their pork in frozen or cold storage, so every Farmer John product is strictly fresh. And every one was a gold medal winner at the California State Fair. Yes, you'll like what Farmer John has for you in your market, whichever side you shop. And if you don't see what you want, well, you be sure to ask for it loud and clear. Farmer John.
Now we're set to go to the second inning now with Andy Costco, Bill Sudeikis, and Ted Sizemore facing left-hander Dick Kelly. Kelly against the Dodgers this year is 0-2, 1-4 lifetime. He started against them 3 times, lost to Singer at Dodger Stadium. He lost April the 28th at San Diego and had no decision on the 16th of June in a 3-2 ball game won by San Diego. That was at Los Angeles. Here's Costco at bat. Kelly into the windup, and the pitch to Andy. A swung on and missed, strike 1. A good fastball that time by Kelly. The Dodgers 1 game behind as they begin play tonight, and a half a game ahead of the Reds, 2 ahead of Atlanta. Houston is 5.5 back. Pitch comes in low for a ball, and the count is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Kelly delivers. Costco swings at a breaking ball. 1-2 to Andy. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Crowd kind of quiet for the moment. Now the windup and the pitch to Costco. Foul right back to the screen, and the count stays at 1-2. Andy has 18 home runs and 68 runs batted in. That's tops on the team in both columns. Parker is second with 13 and 65. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the pitch on the way to Costco. Fouled over the backstop screen in the lower stands, and it's still a 1-2 count. Dodgers and the Padres playing 4 of them here over the weekend in San Diego. Boy, the weather down here is great. Nice easy drive down on the new freeway all the way through. 1-2. Pitch to Costco. Swung on him. Missed. Strike 3. Good slider, and he's down on strike. So Dick Kelly gets his first strikeout of the game, and that'll bring up Bill Sudeikis hitting .242, 13 home runs and 51 runs batted in. Sudeikis stepping into the batter's box. Billy's been on the upswing a bit lately. He was slowed down when he had the stomach disorder in New York, but now seems to have regained the touch a bit. Now the windup by Kelly. The pitch to Sudeikis. Breaking ball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 away. We're in the second inning here at San Diego. Dodgers trying to gain ground on all the other clubs who are idle tonight. Fastball comes in for a strike, and it's 1-1. The Giants have won 76 and lost 59. The Dodgers 74-59, and the Reds 73-59. So 3 clubs are tied in the lost column. Atlanta has lost 63. Here's a changeup that comes high. Ball to it. It's 2-1 to Sudeikis. Left-hander Dick Kelly, a veteran. He's been around. Kelly checking his sign. Sudeikis waiting. 2-1 the count. 1 man out and nobody on base. Sudeikis swings at a breaking ball. Strike 2. And that was a good pitch by Kelly. He's got good stuff. Now again, the pitch on the way. Bill hits a high fly ball to right field. Ollie Brown going back for this one at the warning track, way back, and he makes the catch right against the fence. Sudeikis hits one deep to right field, and Brown caught it. He had about another foot to go. 360 feet out there, about where he hit it. 2 down, and here's Teddy Sizemore batting .274. Sizemore's been on a good streak. And he's gaining a lot of votes for a Rookie of the Year now. He's played in all but 3 of the Dodger games. He's hitting .274. He has 11 hits in his last 22 at-bats. He's hit safely in 19 of 22. Swings a ground ball to third. Up with it is Kelly. Here's his throw in time. Sizemore out to retire the side. Dodgers gone in the second. And the score at the end of an inning and a half. Dodgers nothing, San Diego nothing.
Camper headquarters in the Valley is Camp West Industries, 2802 Grand Avenue in Phoenix, just north of Thomas Road. Camp West, featuring 2 outstanding lines of quality campers, Tramper Camper and Travette, and 75 different models to choose from. They've got a camper to suit your needs, your budget, with prices starting as low as $189. Both Tramper Camper and Travette feature a lifetime warranty for as long as you own the camper. See Tramper Camper with all the luxury of more expensive campers, and Travette, the Cadillac of campers. And you do-it-yourselfers, you'll find everything you need to build your camper at Camp West. Aluminum skins and windows, ice boxes, stoves, water pumps, water pressure systems. You name it, if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. And remember, for quality, price, and service, see Camp West Industries. Easy to get to from anywhere in the Valley. They're at 2802 Grand Avenue, just north of Thomas Road and a block west of Black Canyon Freeway. Camp West is open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday till 9, Saturday till 5. Remember, before you buy your camper, see Camp West, your volume camper dealer.
Bill Singer warming up now as the Padres come to bat in the second inning. Final score in Detroit. Baltimore with 4 runs in the ninth managed to win it by a score of 5-4. And in that ball game, Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, and Brooks Robinson all had home runs, all in the ninth inning. And that was just enough to turn the trick and beat the Tigers 5-4. So they popped 3 out of there in the ninth. Here's Van Kelly, the third baseman, left-hand hitter, batting .255. Kelly up now facing Bill Singer. Second inning, the windup and the pitch on the way. Bounced out towards second base. Sizemore waits for it. There's his play in time. Kelly is out, 1 up and 1 down in the second inning. Let's pause now for station identification. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers Radio Network.
For family needs from A to Z and a good choice of everything, pay a leisurely visit to Sabre's Department Stores, 67 West Boston, Chandler, where you can use your Arizona Bank America card.
This is KTAR Phoenix.
Here's Clarence Gaston at bat, batting .223, playing in center field for San Diego. Big, tall, rangy right-hand hitter. 2 home runs, 24 runs batted in. Singer winds, delivers. Breaking ball that's low, 1 ball, no strikes. Gaston swings and misses strike 1, 1 and 1. He was up briefly with Atlanta in 1967. He was in 9 games. He's from San Antonio, Texas. 6'4", 200-pounder. A swing and a miss at a high hard one, strike 2. Bill Singer working for the Dodgers against Dick Kelly for San Diego. Gaston is the boy the Padres hoped would give them the real long ball power, but so far he hasn't come through with it. Ollie Brown and Al Ferrara and Nate Colbert have supplied the muscle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gaston waiting. Now Bill Singer ready, delivers. Fouled away as he tried to check his swing, and it almost got on deck hitter Chris Cannizzaro. Gaston waiting. 1 out, nobody on, no score. Both sides a threat in the first inning. Now Singer delivers. Half swing, and he checked up in time, and it is ball 2, 2-2. Good breaking pitch by Singer. Singer's been throwing a lot of breaking stuff tonight. In last night's game, Osteen did not have too much breaking stuff because of the muscle pull. And he couldn't snap off the good curveball, but he still pitched well. There's a looper hitting the right center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Andy Costco over to bring it back in, and so Gaston is on with a looping single into right center. Hit number 2 off Singer, and that'll bring up catcher Chris Cannizzaro. Cannizzaro coming on. Last night's winner was Pete Mickelson, who now has improved his record to 7-3, and Pete certainly has done a good job for the Dodgers in that bullpen, especially taking up the slack while Jim Brewer is out. Brewer might be ready to go if they need him. Alston, not quite sure, but feels that he has a slight chance that he could use Brewer in a pinch. Throw to first base, not in time. Chris Cannizzaro, he was San Diego's representative on the All-Star squad. Gaston off first base. A throw over there, and he's just back. Ooh, Parker thought he had him. A quick throw by Singer, and Gaston lunging back to the bag and almost caught. Runner goes, swung on a miss, throw down by Torborg. He's safe as the ball popped out of Sizemore's glove. Sizemore had it in time, but he couldn't hold on, and so it'll be a stolen base for Gaston. A swing and a miss for Cannizzaro, and then Torborg with a good throw down, and Sizemore, as he brought the glove down to tag, left the ball hanging in midair. So the Padres have a runner at second base. Cannizzaro waiting with the pitcher Dick Kelly due next. All right, Singer checks. Here's the pitch on the way. Slider high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Cannizzaro's been around a long time. He's 31 years old. Began his professional career in 1956. Came to the big leagues in 1960 with the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on it. This strike 2. Good high slider. 1 and 2. Chris has a lifetime batting average of .237. He's had, well, this is his 8th year in the major leagues. Played with the Cardinals, the Mets, Pittsburgh, and now with San Diego. 1 and 2 to Chris Cannizzaro. Runner on at second base, Gaston. The pitch, strike 3 call. Fastball is in there, and Cannizzaro called out on strike. Singer gets his second strikeout. And that will bring up the pitcher, Dick Kelly. Kelly, as a hitter, has 5 for 46. That figures out to a 109 percentage. He has 2 runs batted in. So here's the pitcher, Kelly, coming up with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Bill Singer, trying for his second against San Diego. Singer's had his problems against Montreal and has only won once from San Diego, so he hasn't really been rolling up the wins against the expansion clubs. Now Singer working. Here's the look and the pitch on the way to Kelly. Tapped back toward the mound. Singer has it. His flip toss to first in time, and the inning is over. So Kelly grounds out. No runs. 1 hit, 1 left, and the score at the end of 2 innings of play. Dodgers nothing, the Padres nothing.
Hey, Hobie Alter, who do you look up to when everyone around you is being wiped out by some wild surf at Waimea Bay?
I look up to the Haleiwa life-saving team, but usually all I see when I look up is another 25-foot wave.
Hey, Hobie Alter, who do you look up to when your car isn't taking the big hills like it should?
I look up to 76. Those guys can really spot the trouble fast. They really know cars. They're trained that way.
When you're looking for someone to look after you, look up to 76. For product and service that you want to choose, look up to 76.
Look up to 76 to pinpoint your car's problems, and look up to 76 to keep it from happening again. With the finest in auto care products, like our Union Super Motor Oil, the oil designed for today's supercars.
When you're looking for someone to look after you, look up to 76.
All right, to the third inning now with Torborg, Singer, and Wills coming on. Torborg hitting .215. Now Kelly warming up with catcher Chris Cannizzaro. All set to go into the third inning of the ball game. Dodgers well represented by the press corps here, and of course San Diego coverage. Good friend Phil Collier with the San Diego Union. Phil, for a long, long time, was covering the Dodgers and the Angels in the Los Angeles area. Here's Jeff Torborg at bat now. And Kelly goes to the windup, and the pitch on the way to Jeff. Fastball for a strike, pops off Cannizzaro's glove. It is strike 1, 0-1. San Diego Padres in their first year in the National League. They put the accent on youth, trying to build for the future. They have some fine young players in their squad, in their system. Here's a curveball low, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. They play Torborg slightly to the left, playing to pull. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Jeff takes high outside ball 2. There was a spell when Jeff was trying to go to the opposite field, and I'm sure that he still does, but they don't pitch him that way too much. Pitch him in tight, make him pull. So Torborg waiting, 2-1. Now the pitch by Kelly. Fastball chopped away foul as he went with a half swing. 2-2. No score. We're in the third inning. First game of the 4-game series, the Dodgers against San Diego. The Dodgers with 74 wins and 59 losses. Now the pitch 2-2 on the way to Torborg. Swung and fouled away off third and back out of play in the lower stands. The entire area of San Diego, and as we say, North San Diego County, really growing, has become a very popular resort area. The Del Mar racetrack, and of course the fine, as we said, fine golf courses. Here's ball 3 high and outside. Three and 2. Torborg waiting. Now Dick Kelly working slowly into the windup, and his pitch on the way. Popped up foul over the backstop screen, and it's still a 3-2 count. Here's the 3-2 pitch again to Torborg. Looped again, foul over the backstop screen, and it's still a 3-2 count to Jeff. Bill Singer out on deck. No score. The Dodgers had Wills as far as third. The Padres have had 3 men on base, 2 hits and a hit batter. No score. We're in the third inning. Now again the windup and the pitch on the way to Torborg. Swung on a high fly ball to left field. Farrar coming near the foul line. This one going foul, and Al a long way to go. Can't get it. Also chasing it was third baseman Van Kelly. So Torborg will come back and try it again. There's a lot of room in foul territory here. The inner area of the stadium is almost rectangular or square. I guess it would be more rectangular, although it's 330 down each foul line. It might almost be square inside. They run the football field parallel to the right field foul line. All right, 3-2 pitch on the way to Torborg. Swung on a fly ball into right center field. Ollie Brown coming over for this one. Should be easy. Ollie is there, makes the catch, and it's one away. Torborg flies to right. 1 up, 1 down, and here's Bill Singer coming on. Singer, as a batter, hitting .080. He has 7 hits and 87 trips to the plate. So Bill Singer coming on in the third. Left-hander Dick Kelly into the windup now, and his pitch. Curve is a little high. 1 ball and no strikes. A lot of new faces on the Dodger squad now on the bench, as half a dozen or more of the youngsters have been called up from the minor leagues. They're all making the trip. Now the pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. So they get a little taste of how it feels to be involved in a pennant race, and some of them have already been in the ball game. Garvey, Valentine, and Joshua have made their major league debuts. 2 as runners and 1 as a hitter. Here's a pitch fouled away as Singer checks his swing, and it's 1-2. Valentine and Joshua appeared as pinch runners, and Garvey as a pinch hitter. Valentine has scored a run. 1-2. Bill Singer waiting. 1 out in the third. No score. Kelly to the windup, and it's swung on and fouled away upstairs, second level below us. And it is still a 1-2 count to Bill Singer. The Dodgers on the home season have won 41, lost 26. They're even on the road, 33-33. Singer waiting. Bat right down on the end for Bill. Here's the look now by Kelly. They place Singer slightly to the right. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Fouled away into the screen, and the count stays at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Dodgers' hitting has been coming up. They are now up to a .258 team batting average. There's a bouncer right back to the mound. Kelly has a turn, throws in time, and Singer is out. 2 away. So Bill Singer bounces out, pitcher to first, and here's Maury Wills. Single to center, stole second, went to third on the ground out, and it was left stranded there. Wills batting .271. As Maury said on the pregame show, he was off to his worst start in his career, except possibly the 1962 season. Both of those seasons, this one and that season, turned out to be his best. Here's the pitch in for a strike, 0-1 to Maury. Maury's hitting .271, but as a Dodger, .304. And he has really been playing great shortstop. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. Maury takes low for a ball, and it is 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. There are 2 outs, nobody on, no score, third inning. Dodgers and the Padres at San Diego. Here's Kelly to the windup, and the fastball is high, ball 2, 2-1. On deck, Manny Mota. Here's the pitch on the way to Maury. Line drive over third into left field. Over comes Ferrara to cut it off, and Wills is on with his second hit of the game, a line single to left. So Maury is 2 for 2 as he singles to left field, and here's Manny Mota. Mota grounded out his first time at bat, and he grounded out to third, and that made Wills stay at second base. Had Mota been able to pull, Wills might have tried to score on the ground out by Davis, although maybe not. It was hit right back to the second baseman. Here's Mota at bat. We'll see if Wills tries to run now. He stole on Kelly in the first inning. Maury edges off. Kelly looks over there, and there's the throw, not in time. Wills on first. Mota at bat, and Willie Davis on deck. Tomorrow night, Joe Niekro against Jim Bunning. Here's the look and the pitch on the way to Mota, taken high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So if Willie Davis is able to prolong his streak tonight, at least he'll get a look at a right-hander for a while tomorrow night. He's seen a lot of left-handers lately. 1-0. Wills short lead away from first baseman Nate Colbert. Kelly, the left-hander, looking right over there at him. And a throw again to first base, not in time. Maury gets back. Gilliam coaching at first. Ozark is at third. Beautiful evening here in San Diego. Hope you make your plans to be with us over the weekend in San Diego. Now the look and a throw again to first base, and he almost threw it away. Colbert had to go behind Wills to cut it off. So Maury back as Kelly almost threw it away, trying to pick him off. Mota waits. Now the look, check, and there he goes. No, he doesn't. He bluffed everybody. Maury went 2 steps as if he were going and then stopped. The pitch came to the plate high, ball 2. When you're broadcasting and Wills is running, you take a long look at Wills and you concentrate on him until the pitch comes to the plate. And then you flash your eyes back to the pitch. And the last thing we saw Maury do was take 2 quick steps as if he were going. All right, to look again. So he faked us out pretty good. Now he backs up as Kelly goes off the rubber. Oh, we need a split vision. Trying to look at Wills with one eye and Mota with the other eye is kind of tough to do. All right, Maury again away from first base and Kelly out of a stretch. Here's the look, and there he goes. This time a swing and a foul out of play. So Mota popped it up foul in the stands off to the right. A 2-1 count now to Manny Mota. So Wills comes back again. Maury has been doing very well in the stolen base department lately. Two-one count, Mota waiting. Now the look again, and the check and the pitch on the way to Mota. In the dirt, gets by Canizaro, and Wills will trot to second base. It'll be a pass ball. A pass ball puts Wills on second. Now Canizaro goes out to talk to Kelly. 3 balls and a strike to Manny Mota. On deck, Willie Davis. Canizaro still at the mound talking with the pitcher. Kelly has allowed 2 hits, both of them to Wills, and time called now. Canizaro wants somebody to come out from the bench. Kelly might have hurt himself, and here comes Preston Gomez out there. Kelly might have hurt himself making that last pitch. So Canizaro goes out to talk to Kelly, and now Gomez comes in, and they're going to make a change now. So Kelly apparently hurt himself on that last pitch. Gomez makes a motion to the bullpen, and they're going to bring a pitcher in from right field, from left field, from the bullpen to come right on in and start warming up on the mound. So we'll have an explanation on it a little later, but apparently on the last pitch, Kelly hurt himself, and now Gary Ross is being called in from the bullpen to replace Kelly here. So Kelly was doing well. Kelly has had a history of a left shoulder injury, And he will have to leave now, walking off. He was pitching well. And right-hander Gary Ross will now come on here in the third inning. So Ross will take over, and he will be allowed as much warm-up as he needs. And he will probably take 5 minutes or so to get loose, as Kelly will have to leave. And we should get a further report, but the supposition over the loudspeaker in the press box is that it would be a recurrence of his shoulder problem. So Kelly goes off, and Gary Ross will come in. So while Ross warms up, we'll have a few notes on him a little later on. We have a few notes on something else. One of the big days of the season coming your way, Saturday afternoon, September 27th, a great ball game between the Dodgers and the Giants. And it's Don Drysdale Day at Dodger Stadium. Honors for Big D from folks in baseball and from the fans. Dodger teammates bidding their great star farewell. And Willie Mays scheduled to say a few words, too. Plaudits from Mayor Sam Yorty, the Los Angeles Board of Supervisors, and the City Council. Trophies from the baseball writers and the sportscasters of Southern California. A gift from the Dodgers and many other gifts and awards. But above all, the day will be Don's last chance to greet his fans, and the fans' last chance to offer an ovation he'll never forget. He's had his share of thrills, and he has given us all many exciting moments. So let's all plan to be with Big D on his day at Dodger Stadium on Saturday, September 27th. For those who wish in some way to participate in this day, contact the Citizens Committee Chairman, Jack Gilardi, Executive Vice President, Creative Management Association, Beverly Hills. Get your tickets early for Don Drysdale Day. That's Saturday afternoon, September 27th. Dodgers and the Giants in a mighty big one for Big D, and we might add a mighty big one for the Dodgers and the Giants. That will be the last series of the year between the two clubs. And when the Dodgers come home for that series to play San Francisco, they play 3 games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Have a day off, play Houston on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and that will wind up the season. So this will occur during the last 5 games of the season. Drysdale Day on Saturday at Dodger Stadium. We hope you'll make your plans and be with us. Of course, there's a lot of other action coming up at Dodger Stadium, too, during the month of September. The Dodgers out on the road now until next Thursday, and then we'll come home Friday, a week from tomorrow, and open up with San Diego over the weekend. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. They will play the Reds on Monday night and a twilight doubleheader on the 16th. That's got to be about the biggest baseball bargain of the year. A twilight doubleheader with Cincinnati on the 16th. That'll be a week from next Tuesday at Dodger Stadium. Then Atlanta in for 2, then to San Francisco for 3, to Cincinnati for 4 in 3 days, and then back home for those 3 against San Francisco and the 3 against Houston. So that will wind it up. Gary Ross is still warming up, and as we told you, Gary is entitled to all the warm-ups he needs because he had to come out of the bullpen cold. And the young right-hander now throwing to catcher Chris Canizaro, who apparently discovered something wrong on that 3-1 pitch to Manny Mota that was bounced and had Wills go to second base on what was ruled as a pass ball. On Ross, this will be his 46th game. He came to the Padres along with Necro from Chicago in the deal that sent Dick Selma to the Cubs. Ross has won 2 games, has lost 11. He has started 6, and he's worked 102 innings. So Gary Ross, about set to go now, and ready to step back in there is Manny Mota. The count is 3-1. Mota, if he walks, belongs to Kelly. If not, he belongs to Ross. All right, set to play ball. Gary Ross set a pretty good record there, speed record for getting ready. So Mota waiting. 3-1 count, and on deck Willie Davis. Here's the stretch in the pitch, and it's in for a strike. 3-2. Right-hander Gary Ross working. Mota, 3-2 count. Wills on second base, no score. We're in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch now to Mota. Swung on, hit foul out of play to the right. That one up on the 3rd level. Bouncing around and a scramble for it. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Manny Mota. Willie Davis on deck. Wills at second. He has both Dodger hits. Pena and Gaston have the hits for San Diego. Ross working 3-2 to Mota. The look again, and the pitch on the way is low at outside ball 4. And Mota is on with a walk, and Mota belongs to Kelly, and now Willie Davis comes up. Willie Davis grounded out his first time up. So Willie now will face a right-hander for a change after grounding out against the left-hander. Quite a few of the folks apparently have come out to see Willie in his effort to keep the record alive and keep his string alive. He has already set a new Dodger record. Here's the pitch on the way to him, and it's a breaking ball low, 0-1. In case you have missed the other notes, the National League record, of course, is held by outfielder Tommy Holmes at 37. So Willie Davis waiting. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 on. And here's the pitch by Ross. Swung on a ground ball to second. Up with it is Arcia. The throw to first in time. Davis out to retire the side. So Willie grounds out, pulling one on the ground. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. And the score at the end of 2.5 innings of play. Dodgers nothing, Padres nothing.
A bright day, so comfortable, just right for a comfortable beer. Fresh taste, so light and cool, that Bergie's comfortable beer. Taste Bergie and you'll say, hey, there's a comfortable kind of beer.
More and more people are finding that out about Bergie. That Bergie's comfortable, as fresh and easy to drink as the soft water it's brewed with. Bergie's got great taste every ice-cold time. Pick up some Bergie, a comfortable kind of beer.
The right day for Bergie. It's a comfortable kind of beer.
Now we move along into the last of the third inning. And for San Diego, the top of the order, Arcia, Pena, and Brown coming on to face Bill Singer. On the scoreboard, the Dodgers and the Padres in the only National League game going tonight. One final into the American League. Baltimore picked up 4 on 3 home runs in the 9th inning and beat Detroit 5-4. Pete Rickert the winner, Timmerman the loser. Minnesota leads Oakland 1-0 at Oakland. California leads Chicago 1-0 at Anaheim. That's through 3, both of those through 3. Kansas City leads Seattle 2-0 in the 4th. Here's the leadoff batter, Jose Arcia. The report on Kelly, as it was announced earlier. There's a bouncing ball back to Singer. Stops it, turns, lobs it to Parker in time, 1 away. Kelly has had a problem of tendonitis in his left shoulder, and apparently it was hurting him again, and the recurrence caused him to have to leave the ball game right in the middle of the inning while pitching to Manny Mota. Here's Roberto Pena. Had a hit-and-run single, scratched off Sizemore's glove his first time up. Stocky-built right-hander. Played with the Cubs in Philadelphia. Takes a fastball too high. 1 ball and no strikes. The game is in the bottom of the third inning. There's a foul out of play off to the right. And it is 1-1 now to Pena. 1 away in the third. Tomorrow night, Bunning and Necro. Here's Singer ready. The pitch. A little high for a ball. 2-1. For San Diego, Saturday, Kirby, Sunday, Santorini. For the Dodgers, Sutton and Osteen. Two-one pitch on the way. Pena fouls it straight back to the wire. Count to 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Pena batting .237. They play him around to the right. Mota's way off the line in left field. If he ever pulled one, he could go all night. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High for a ball. 3-2. Singer has not walked a batter, but he hit a batter. He nicked Garcia, the first man he pitched to. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Last half of the third inning at San Diego. Now the pitch on the way. Ground ball hit back behind second and off through into center field. Base hit. So Pena hits one back to the middle. Sizemore almost came up with that one as he tried to make a backhand play but could not reach it. So Pena's on with hit number 3. Ollie Brown coming on, and we'll pause for station identification. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers Radio Network.
You'll be able to fill your drugstore needs quickly and reasonably at Chandler Pharmacy, 80 South San Marcos, Chandler, where you can use your Arizona Bank Bank America card.
This is KTAR Phoenix.
Ollie Brown at bat, 1 out, 1 on. The Padres have had a hit an inning so far. Pena in the first, Gaston in the second, Pena in the third. There's a drive in the left center field, and this is going to be trouble. Drops in. Willie Davis over to cut it off. Brown heads for second, now goes back as Willie Davis fires a strong throw to second. And around to third goes Pena on a long single by Ollie Brown. So now the Padres have runners on at first and third. And Al Ferrara coming up. Fly deep to right, his first time at bat. So the first serious threat of the game now. The Padres had 2 on in the first inning, but they were at first and second with 1 out, and Ferrara hit a fly ball to right field to move a runner to third. But now Brown has a long single to left center field, and here is Ferrara. The Dodgers played the infield of a plate up against Al, trying to get 2 to get Singer out of trouble. Ollie Brown at first base, Roberto Pena at third. No score, San Diego batting in the bottom of the third. Singer ready to pitch to Ferrara. A little low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Nate Colbert on deck. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Infield playing back. And Bill Singer out of a stretch again. The look on the pitch to Ferrara. Curve strike. 1-1 to Bill. So the Bull backs out of there. Number 9, Al Ferrara. The Dodgers here at San Diego occupy the third base dugout. The bullpen is in right field. 1-1. Singer again with a look on the pitch. Fly ball into right center field. Is going to be in there for a base hit. Might get through. 1 run in. Here comes Brown around third, headed home, and he's in to score on a double by Ferrara. Al Ferrara doubles up the gap in right center field to drive home 2 and put San Diego out in front 2-0. 3 straight hits off Bill Singer. Singles by Pena, Brown, and a double by Ferrara, who just did beat the throw to second base. Then after Wills made a tag, he turned the throw to the plate too late to get Brown. So Ferrara doubles home 2, and here's Nate Colbert. Grounded out to second his first time up, and Singer behind 2-0. Here's the pitch. Foul into the screen, strike 1. So after Arcia tapped out, Pena and Brown single, and Ferrara hits one into right center field. All right, Bill checking signs. 2-0 score in favor of the Padres. Bottom of the third, the look and the pitch on the way. A swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Nate Colbert. On deck, the third baseman, Van Kelly. Two the count. Singer ready and the pitch. High fly to left center field. Mota and Davis, and it's going to be Mota calling in left center. In to make the catch for the out, and Ferrara holds on at second base. So 2 away now as Colbert flies out, and the batter will be Van Kelly. Kelly, the third baseman, grounded out his first time up. So Bill Singer touched up for 2 runs and 5 hits here. Bill has been throwing a lot of breaking pitches tonight and hasn't come with a fastball too much. All right, Singer working to Kelly, left-hand hitter. Pitch on the way, line foul off to the left out of play, and it's strike 1. A 0-1 count to Kelly. On deck, Clarence Gaston, center fielder. The Dodgers against the Padres here tonight in the first of the 4-game series. Now again, the check, the look, and the pitch on the way. High and tight, and he fell out of there. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1 reading. on second base. 2 runs are in. Ferrara drove them in with a double. Now the look and the pitch on the way. Too high. Ball 2. 2-1 to Van Kelly. Kelly waiting. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ball game in the third. Check again and the look and the pitch on the way. Too high, ball 3. So Singer falls behind now, 3-1 to Kelly. He is not as sharp as usual, at least here at the start. So a 3-1 count with 2 men out. Now again the stretch, the look, and the pitch on the way. Curve, strike, 3-2. Kelly taking. And a full count now to the third baseman for San Diego. 3-2, 2 outs. Ferrara leading off second base, not too far. Now the pitch, popped up on the left side. Sudeikis near third, coming down the line, waiting, and has it for the out. And the side is retired as Kelly pops up. But the Padres show 2 runs on 3 hits and leave 1. So we've played 3. Vin Scully will be along with more play-by-play as we go to the 4th inning. At the end of 3, the score, the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Well, say, during the past few years, the pace of baseball has speeded up a great deal, and Farmer John's all for this. But he points out that while speeding things up is fine for baseball, just the opposite is true in smoking ham. That's why he smokes his Farmer John ham slowly and patiently for several days, not just for several hours. And he smokes it a secret old-time Western way, over native Western wood. So there's the genuine flavor of the West in every sweet, succulent slice. Farmer John ham is as fresh as you can buy, too. It's made from fresh eastern corn-fed pork, brought out here live and dressed fresh right here in the West. Most other pork is shipped in frozen or cold storage. Isn't it time you tried a tender, tasty Farmer John ham? After all, it's the only way you'll ever find out how delicious ham can be. Farmer John ham, gold medal winner at the California State Fair. It's the easternmost in quality and the westernmost in flavor. Farmer John ham, as my dad would say, ham what ham.
Thank you, Jerry. Hi, everybody. As we go to the 4th inning, San Diego leading the Dodgers 2-0. 2 runs, 5 hits, and the Dodgers no runs, 2 hits. By the way, if you just joined us a little bit late, Willie Davis is 0 for 2, 2 ground balls. For the Dodgers trying to get back now, Wes Parker, Andy Costco, and Bill Sudeikis. And right-hander Gary Ross into the windup, delivers, and the fastball fouled away. Back into the lower deck, 0-1. Dodgers and San Diego, the only game in the National League schedule today. The Dodgers trying to take advantage not only of the fact that the other clubs, the contenders, have off days, but also of the scheduling right now. Pitch to Parker, a strike. The Dodgers playing a 4-game series with San Diego. The Giants have a 3-game series at Houston. Cincinnati has a 3-game series over the weekend in Atlanta. Here's the strike 2 pitch outside, ball 1. However, San Diego trying to spoil all that, and they're leading 2-0 in the 4th. Wes Parker grounded out in the 1st inning against Kelly, now hitting left-handed against right-hander Gary Ross. Pitch by Ross, high and away, ball 2. 2-2. Parker waiting. Dodgers with only 2 hits, singles by Wills. The pitch to Parker missing. Canizero is all set to toss it around the infield, and the count 3-2. Full count to Wes Parker here in the 4th inning. Padres 2, Dodgers nothing, and Ross delivers, and it's fouled away off to the left upstairs, second deck. So Parker is still working on a full count. Ross checks with Canizero. Gary into the windup. 3-2 pitch to Parker, high and inside, ball 4. So Parker walks, Costco will be the batter, and Sudeikis on deck. Andy Costco with 18 home runs, 68 runs batted in. He struck out in the second inning against Kelly. Ross on the rubber, set at the belt, works the plate, and Costco takes a strike. 0-1. Dodgers have won 9 out of 11 from San Diego, and 4 of the 5 played here. And this is the first of a 4-game series. The strike one pitch to Costco. On the hands and a slow roller down to second base. Arceus plays to first, and Parker advances 1 notch. Here's Bill Sudeikis. He flied to right field in the second inning.
Bill Sudeikis, third base.
Sudeikis will now hit left-handed. Tomorrow night, Jim Bunning and Joe Niekro. Saturday night, it will be Don Sutton and Clay Kirby. Sunday afternoon, Claude Osteen and Al Santorini. Gary Ross straightens up, has a look at Parker, works Sudeikis, and he hits it foul off third down the line, slicing out of play. 0-1. The San Diego Padres, in 60 dates, have averaged a little under 9,000 a game. 524 for 60 dates. And they're probably somewhere close to that average tonight. Sudeikis swings, doesn't get the next one, and the count 0-2. The dimensions here in San Diego, 330 down the lines, 370 to left center and right center, approximately 400 to center. They don't list it. And it's a 17-foot wall around the outfield. Oh, and 2. The count to Bill Sudeikis, trying to pick up Parker. Ross delivers, and it's fouled away. In fact, in checking the dimensions in the press guide, when they talk about dead center, we said 410. It's more than that. It's 420. Now the strike 2 pitch on the way. Sudeikis drives one to center field, but that's where Clarence Gaston is. Parker goes to tag and thinks better of it. And Gaston makes a strong throw to third. Fine throw by Clarence Gaston. However, it was a good throw, but it wasn't in the league with that throw that Tommy Agee made last night. That was one of the great throws of the year, when Agee threw out Parker from deepest right center. All right, 2 down, and Ted Sizemore, the batter. Sizemore has played in 130 games. He's missed only 3. He's hitting .274. Done a great job. Takes a slider for a strike. 0-1. He has hit safely in 19 of his last 22 games, and recently he had an 11-game hitting streak. Sizemore grounded to third in the second inning. That was against Kelly. Now he's facing Ross. Fastball, line drive, backhanded by Pena. So Sizemore loses a hit and an RBI. The Dodgers go out, leaving a man at second base, and at the end of 3.5 innings, Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Christown TV and the Christown Shopping Center, 19th Avenue and West Bethany Home Road, presents from Magnavox, a new color television set that will be as important to viewers as new supersonic airplanes are to air travelers. From Magnavox comes a revolutionary achievement which solves the problem of annoying color variations in color TV. It's Total Automatic Color TV. Total Automatic Color from Magnavox makes tuning of color TV so simple a child can tune it perfectly. Total Automatic Color from Magnavox eliminates annoying color variations and the need for bothersome picture adjustments or tuning. Magnavox now lets you select the flesh tone colors most pleasing to you and keeps them that way in every picture from every program on any channel or network. Just set it once and forget it. No variance of colors from program to commercial, from program to program, or from channel to channel. See the complete line of Magnavox Color TVs, now with Total Automatic Color, at Christown TV in the Christown Shopping Center, 19th Avenue and West Bethany Home Road. Christown TV and Magnavox, a colorful combination.
Bottom of the 4th inning, the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Clarence Gaston will start it off, followed by Chris Cannizzaro and the pitcher, Gary Ross. Gaston singled to right field in the second inning. Right-hand batter then proceeded to steal second base, and the Padres left him there. Bill Singer, ready and delivers, breaking ball for a strike. He is not the Bill Singer that we're accustomed to seeing. He's not throwing hard at all. However, about this time of the year, you got to start figuring fellas are not going to throw quite as hard as they have been. After all, for Bill, he's worked 262 innings already. There's a ground ball to third. Sudeikis up with it and across to first for the out. And Singer rarely has had the luxury of a big lead. So in most of his games, it has been all-out effort all the time, and that just has to take its toll. Here's Cannizzaro. Chris struck out in the second inning. Another tip-off to Singer. He has but 2 strikeouts. Cannizzaro, right-hand hitting catcher. He took charge on a ball 3 pitch to Manny Mota. Pitch down and away, ball 1. Cannizzaro spotted something in the delivery of Dick Kelly, and Kelly was just coming off a shoulder injury. Cannizzaro went out to the mound, appeared to argue with Kelly, and then turned and called the manager out and said he's hurting. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Cannizzaro, a half swing, it'll cost, and the count 1-1. And all Gomez did was hear one word from Cannizzaro, and he went to Ross. 1-1 to Chris. He'd been around, originally with the Cardinals, then with the Mets. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-2. Now Singer's 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball, swung on and missed, strike 3. So he's gotten Cannizzaro twice, 2 of the 3 strikeouts. And the batter will be the pitcher, Gary Ross. Ross, right-hand batter. Gary is 0 for 18, so he would not appear to be much of a threat at the plate. Right-hand batter. Singer comes to him, fastball for a strike. 2 down, 4th inning, 2-0, San Diego. The Padres have played much better ball against the Dodgers at home, although they have normally won more games on the road. Slider or breaking ball for a strike, and that'll do it for Ross. So the Padres are gone in the 4th inning. 4 strikeouts for Bill Singer, and at the end of 4, San Diego 2, and the Dodgers nothing. It's never too late to field an all-star team. A case in point is the team of stars managed by your Union Oil dealer that perform for you every day. For instance, in the cleanup spot is Royal 76 Premium Gasoline, made with special effective detergents to keep your engine cleaner. In addition, Royal 76 Premium packs the power that you need in your lineup for today's kind of driving. And no all-star team is complete without a great battery. And Union's got the best, rugged, dependable, long-life Union 5-star batteries. The Union 5-star battery has 20 times more impact strength and outperforms any battery its size. Royal 76 Premium Gasoline and Union 5-star batteries are only 2 members of your Union Oil dealer's dream team. Plenty more, which is why we say when you're looking for someone to look after you, look up to 76. Through 4 innings, the Padres 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. The Dodgers no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. In the 5th inning, Jeff Torborg, Bill Singer, and Maury Wills. Gary Ross, back of the rubber. Torborg flied to right field in the 3rd inning against Kelly. Ross came into the game to pitch to Manny Mota in the 3rd. He inherited a 3-1 count. Gary ready, delivers, and the fastball on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. 2-0, San Diego on 5 hits. Al Ferrara doubled home the 2 runs in the 3rd inning. Now the strike 1 pitch. Fastball foul to the screen, and the count 0-2. Gary Ross throws hard. Now the strike 2 pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. 1-2 pitch to Torborg. Down and away, backhanded by Canizero. 2-2 the count. Ross into the windup, and the 2-2 pitch fouled away. Hits the facade of the second deck, bounces down below. Pursued by a couple of guys. The fellow who comes up with the ball takes a bow. And they boo him. 2-2. Here's the pitch to Torborg. On the hands, a little looper. Caught at third base by Kelly, and boy, was he fighting the lights. Van Kelly made a nice play. A little thumber was in the lights, but he was able to stay with it. That'll bring up Bill Singer. Singer hit back to the box in the third inning. He's 0 for 1. Padres leading the Dodgers 2-0. We're in the fifth inning. 1 out, base is empty. Ross changes, and it's whacked to center, but coming up for it is Gaston, and he overruns the ball. And Singer stops at first, although it appeared from here he could have gone to second. But trailing by 2 with 1 out, and being a pitcher as well, he decided to go one stop at a time. So it'll be a single, and that sure was quite a gift for Gary Ross to throw a changeup to his opposing number. The only time you usually change up on a pitcher is if he is a very good hitting pitcher. So Maury Wills trying to move Singer around with 1 out here in the fifth inning. 2-0 Padres. Ross at the belt has a look at first, and the pitch to Wills, and Nubber down in front of the mound. Up to get it is Ross to throw him out, and Singer advances to second. So Wills, 2 for 2, then taps back to Ross, and with 2 out, the batter Manny Mota. Mota grounded out in the first inning. In the third inning, with the count 3 balls and 1 strike, and on that 3-ball pitch, Dick Kelly hurt his left shoulder and had to leave. Ross came in, warmed up, got a strike. Mota fouled off a 3-2 pitch, and then he walked. That brought up Willie Davis, and Ross got Willie on a ground ball. So with 2 out, Mota trying to pick up Singer, and Willie Davis on deck. Ross delivers high, ball 1. The Dodgers have gotten at least 1 man on base in every inning but the second. But they've left them there. The Padres have gotten at least 1 man on base in every inning but the fourth, and they've scored 2. 1-0 to Manny Mota. Ross back to the plate and misses high, ball 2. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for San Diego. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. In the fifth, Gary Ross picking up for Dick Kelly, the starter, who hurt his left shoulder in the third inning and had to leave. Bill Singer working for the Dodgers, and he's at second base right now. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Mota. On the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Padres did their scoring in the third with 1 out. Pena and Brown singled, and Ferrara doubled to right center to get them both home. Ross at the belt, looks at Singer, works Mota, and it's fouled away. 2-2. The closest the Dodgers came to scoring would be in the fourth inning with Parker at second base and 2 out. Ted Sizemore hit a shot heading towards the left field line, or actually through the hole, and it was backhanded by Pena, and Parker, who was just about at third base, had to go get his glove. So it's still 2-0 San Diego. Fifth inning, 2 out. 2-2 to Manny Mota. Gary Ross delivers, and it's lined down the right field line, slicing foul. Right down into the corner of the Dodger bullpen. So Mota is still there, 2-2. First game of the 4-game series, and the only game in the National League today. The Giants will play in Houston over the weekend. Cincinnati will be at Atlanta for 3. Dodgers have a chance to pick up a half a game. They would then be trailing the Giants by a half if they can win tonight. But, of course, what they're trying to do is beat the expansion team, hoping that the other contenders will cut each other up a little. 2-2 pitch to Mota. High, ball 3. A full count to Manny Mota, and Gary Ross takes a breather. Mota waiting. He's 0 for 1. Walked his last trip. Ross at the belt. Ready. The 3-2 pitch fouled away. Second deck behind the plate. So Mota's still there. 3-2. Three and 2 to Manny Mota. 2 out in the 5th inning. Singer at second base. 2-0 San Diego, and Ross delivers. Low, ball 4, and here comes Willie Davis. Willie Davis is 0 for 2. Both ground balls, and both to Jose Arcia, the second baseman. The first time, it was difficult. A high bouncer over the mound. Arcia made a good play to nip him at first. The last time up in the 3rd inning against Ross, he rolled out easily to Arcia. So Willie 0 for 2. He has hit safely in 31 consecutive games. Trying to extend it tonight, and Ross delivers, and as a slow ground ball wide of first, up with it is Colbert, feeds to his pitcher, and they get him again. No runs, 1 hit. The Dodgers leave 2. They've left a half a dozen. And at the end of 4.5 innings, it remains San Diego 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Sometime today in some comfortable place,
Maybe in Carmel or San Diego or Tucson or Tahoe.
a few more people have finally tasted beer the way it ought to be. Comfortable.
Comfortable, that's Bergie. Bergie is comfortable beer for a number of reasons. Basically because it's brewed with soft water.
But that's only the beginning. The important thing is what it does. Makes Bergie good tasting and easy to drink all the time.
And every time you taste Bergie, you get the same great taste and a comfortable quality that you'll really enjoy. Every wet, refreshing, ice-cold glass.
There you have the main reason why Bergie is the comfortable beer. You can enjoy that light and mellow taste for as long as you like.
Yes, sir. If there ever was one word that really says it all about the kind of beer Bergie is, that word is comfortable. And I hope that sometime today, in some comfortable place, you'll have a bottle or two of Bergie and find out firsthand.
And the fact is that any place is a comfortable place with Bergie, the comfortable beer.
Bottom of the 5th inning, the Padres leading 2-0, and it'll be the top of the order. Arcia, Pena, and Brown. Singer getting ready. Arcia hit by a pitch and got around to 3rd and stayed there, and then last time up hit back to the box. Bill is not throwing hard tonight. He has 4 strikeouts, and he picked up the last 2 by the strikeout route. While he loosens up, just a reminder that your pen and stretch souvenir bargain special being offered now by Danny Goodman of the Dodgers Souvenir Department. Sure. The Dodgers 1969 Centennial Yearbook, a Dodger rabbit's foot bat and keychain, and would you mind rubbing the rabbit's foot now and then? 6 8x10 full-color pictures of Dodger individual players, all suitable for framing, and the entire package for $1. So send your name and address and $1 to Danny Goodman at Dodger Stadium. Singer ready, and the pitch to Arcia. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Jose 0 for 1. Arcia, rangy right-hand hitting second baseman, takes high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sudeikis plays him in on the grass at 3rd, although wide of the bag. They don't figure him to pull Singer. The 1-1 pitch fouled away. Although I would say he would stand a better chance of pulling Singer tonight than most any other time you would see him. Padres 2, Dodgers nothing, bottom of the 5th inning. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside, ball 2. Singer into the windup, and the 2-2 pitch is hit slowly up along third, foul down to Sparky Anderson, and it's still 2 balls, 2 strikes. In case you joined us a little late, San Diego did the scoring in the third inning, singles by Pena and Brown, and Ferrara doubled them home. And Willie Davis is 0 for 3, hitting 3 ground balls, 2 to the second baseman and the other one to the first baseman. 2-2 pitch, Garcia. Popped in the air on the left side. Sudeikis calling and waiting with Wills behind him. Bill makes the catch. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers Radio Network.
Beautiful things to fit the mood of your home are always available at Gilliam's Furniture, 280 South Arizona Avenue, Chandler, where you can use your Arizona Bank AmeriCard.
This is KTAR in Phoenix.
With 1 out, Roberto Pena, the batter. Pena is 2 for 2 on a hit-and-run play, singled off Sizemore's glove, and then last time up, singled to center and scored the first of the 2 runs. He takes a breaking ball for a strike. Dodgers have left 6 men in 5 innings, and actually they left 6 men in 4 innings, because in one of the 5 they were out in order. Pena tries to time a slow curve and just misses as he hits it in the right field corner. Al McBean down there to play the carom, and the count 0-2. Dodgers in San Diego for the weekend, then to Atlanta and Houston, and we'll be right back, opening up with San Diego on the 12th at Dodger Stadium, and another great homestand. In fact, a very big homestand, San Diego, followed by the Reds and the Braves. Pena waiting. Here's the strike 2 pitch on the way. Fastball got him looking. So Roberto caught looking, and Singer now has struck out 3 of his last 4. Ollie Brown struck out and singled. He's 1 for 2. Brown, right-hand hitting outfielder, changes high and inside, ball 1. Two runs, 5 hits for San Diego. No runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers. We're in the 5th inning. Now the 1-0 pitch on the way, taken down and away, ball 2. 2-0. Singer reading signs. Stolborg hangs them out for him. Now Bill into his windup, and the 2-0 pitch taken high, ball 3. So having retired in the last 7 in a row, Singer on the edge of walking Ollie Brown and having to face the man who hurt him in the 3rd inning, Al Ferrara. 3-0 pitch to Brown, taken for a strike. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball over, strike 2. Ollie Brown backs out to grumble a little bit. Doggy Donatelli. Ollie struck out and singled, 1 for 2. Singer hands on his knees. Now to his windup. 3-2 pitch on the way. Fastball got him looking, and so Ollie Brown strikes out. That means Singer suddenly, going back to the fastball, has struck out 4 of the last 5, and he's retired 8 in a row. And at the end of 5, San Diego 2, Los Angeles nothing. You know, friends, in sports, a superstar puts out a little more than the others, and that's one reason why he's better than the rest. Same sort of thing holds true in the bacon business. Parmesan, for instance, goes all the way to the corn country for fresh eastern corn-fed pork for his bacon. Then he brings the pork out here live, and it's U.S. inspected and dressed fresh right here in the West. Most other packers ship their pork in frozen or cold storage. So Parmesan bacon is always strictly fresh. Then Parmesan smokes his bacon slowly and patiently the old-time Western way over native Western wood to give it a wonderful, wide-open, spacious Western flavor like no other. Well, it's no wonder that more and more people are buying and buying Parmesan bacon than ever before. How about you? On your next shopping trip, bring home the bacon fresh from Parmesan. It's the bacon that won the gold medal at the California State Fair. The easternmost in quality and the westernmost in flavor. That's Farmer John. Through 5 innings, the Padres 2 runs, 5 hits. Dodgers no runs, 3 hits. It's Bill Singer now against Gary Ross after Dick Kelly started and had to leave in the 3rd inning with a sore shoulder.
Leading off the Dodgers, number 28, Wes Parker.
Wes Parker rolled out and walked. He's 0 for 1. The Dodgers have left a half a dozen in 5 innings, so they've had their chances. Willie Davis has left 5 men going 0 for 3. Parker fouls the first one back. Willie grounded out with Wills at second base in the 1st inning. He grounded out with 2 out and 2 on in the 3rd, and the same in the 5th. So here in San Diego, Willie's slowly running out of time. The pitch to Parker inside at the knuckles. 1-1. Of course, after last night, it's just hard to say what time really is and how much you're running out of it. Seemed like he got the 11th hour reprieve and cashed it in. 1-1 pitch to Parker. Change hit foul up along first to Gilliam, and the count 1-2. Dodgers trying to win their 75th game. The Giants have won 76. And Cincinnati, the Dodgers, and the Giants have each lost 59. One and 2 to Parker. Ross into the windup, and Gary delivers outside, one-handed by Canizero, ball 2. 2-2. Ross delivers, and it's sprayed foul outside of third base by Parker. So it's still 2-2. Dick Stello, the third base umpire, retrieving the ball. Ross has allowed 1 hit. He changed up to, of all people, Bill Singer, who lined it to center for a base hit. Ross into the windup, and the 2-2 pitch to Parker. Fastball, ground ball, foul outside of third and down the line. So it's still 2-2. San Diego kidding before the ball game. One of the fellows said, we have strengthened our ball club. We have a new ball boy down in the left field corner, which, of course, brought to mind that tough play. And I think it was Parker who hit the ball down there. And it was a live ball, very much alive, and the kid picked it up, remember? And the Dodgers went on to win the game. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to West. Low, ball 3. San Diego 2, Dodgers nothing. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Gary Ross into the windup, and the 3-2 fastball is grounded to Pena. Roberto up with it at shortstop, throws him out. One out, and Andy Costco coming up, and Gary Ross doing a fine job. The Dodgers having trouble getting the ball out of the infield. Costco has struck out and grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Andy Costco waiting, and Ross comes to him, and a half swing. He tried to hold up, and he hit it right back to Ross, who throws him out. And that's the 2nd time tonight. Andy has not really gotten the bat off his shoulder. And the last time up, he rolled one to second base with a half swing, and this time he hits it back to Ross. 2 down in the 6th inning, and Bill Sudeikis the batter. Sudeikis has hit the ball out of the infield, 2 fly balls to right and to center, and he's 0 for 2. Sudeikis lines it to right, but Ollie Brown is right there to grab it at the bill of the cap, and the inning is over. Dodgers are gone 1, 2, 3, and at the end of 5.5 innings, the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
At this moment, there are 3.5 million Americans in uniform. Americans far away from home, family, and friends. For them, the USO clubs and traveling shows are 2 ways to get a little closer to home. I'd like to read some of the comments about the USO from these servicemen. In a crowded port like this, you look for a clean place to relax. The USO is it. Another remark, there's a USO club just off the base. They have the best hamburgers for miles around. Another, I guess the USO is really the people back home telling us they're with us. Won't you please show these 3.5 million Americans you're behind them? Only you can keep the clubs open and the USO shows on the road. The USO gets no government money. Won't you please give to privately supported USO through your United Fund or community chest? Chances are someone you know needs USO.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-0 San Diego. The runs came in the 3rd inning. With 1 out, Roberto Pena singled to center. Ollie Brown followed with a single to center. Al Ferrara followed with a double to right center. The 2 runs were over, and that's it. That was a fine job by Gary Ross picking up for Dick Kelly, who was pitching well, until he hurt his shoulder in the 3rd inning. Well, here's the bull, Ferrara, who drove in the 2 runs. Al flied to right, double to right center. Bill Singer, who has struck out 4 of the last 6, delivers low in the dirt, ball 1. Bill has retired 8 in a row. The last man to get aboard was Ferrara. 1-0 the count. Now Singer comes back with a fastball in there, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Ferrara. Taken low, ball 2. 2-1. Ferrara has 51 RBIs and 19 doubles. So he's hurt a lot of people this year. 2-1 pitch, hit in the air, foul off to the right of the plate and out of play in the lower deck. 2-2. Goes right down a stairwell, pursued by some youngsters. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ferrara. He'll be followed by Nate Colbert and the 3rd baseman Van Kelly. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Al. Taken high, ball 3. The 3-2 pitch to Ferrara, grounded foul outside of 3rd. Al backs out, picks up a handful of dirt. Full count. 6th inning, 2-0 San Diego. Bill Singer into the windup, and the 3-2 pitch is floated to left field. Motor going back. Forget it, boys. That's gone. Ferrara having a big night against his ex-mates here in San Diego. As he hits his 13th home run, he has driven in all 3 runs with a double and a home run. He now has 52 RBIs, and San Diego leads 3-0, and Colbert goes sprawled in the dirt on the first pitch. Ball 1. Colbert grounded out and flied to left. Singer back to the plate and misses high. 2-0 the count. This might be Singer's last inning of work. He is due to bat 3rd when the Dodgers hit in the 7th inning. And he's down 3-0. Bill's 2-0 pitch. Colbert takes a breaking ball for a strike. 2-1. For Bill Singer, that was the 20th home run that he's allowed this year. Here's the 2-1 pitch, taken low. the Dodgers' starting pitchers, Osteen has allowed 16, Sutton 22, and Bunning 14. Colbert waiting. Singer into the windup, and the 3-1 fastball is a towering fly ball to left field. Mota going back. He's on the edge of the track and makes the catch, taking one step back onto the outfield grass. 1 out, and Van Kelly, the batter. Van Kelly grounded out and popped up. He's 0 for 2. He has 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Left-hand hitting third baseman. Singer, hands on his knees, looks in to get a sign. Now to the windup and the first pitch to Kelly. A half swing, and it's over on the corner for a strike. 0-1. 3 runs, 6 hits for the Padres. No runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers. Dodgers so far have been outpitched and outhit. And there's a line drive base hit into right field. So Kelly chimes in with a solid single. That is hit number 7 for San Diego. The relay gets away from Wills, backed up by Singer, and Kelly holds it first. So that brings up Clarence Gaston, the center fielder. In the Dodger bullpen, Pete Mickelson gets up. Clarence Gaston singled to right and grounded to third. Right-hand hitting center fielder. Singer at the belt. Looks at Kelly, works Gaston, and he gets a strike. 0-1. When the Dodgers bat in the 7th, they have Sizemore, maybe Torborg, and maybe Singer. Olsen might go to his bench as it's getting late. Singer goes to first base. Kelly back to the bag. 0-1 to Clarence Gaston. The next pitch is chased and missed. A breaking ball down and away. Gaston with a big, wide sweep of the bat. He has 2 home runs, 24 runs batted in. Strike 2 pitch. Gaston, it's a ground ball to Wills. He goes to Sizemore. Ted goes to Parker. Double play. And doing a fine job of avoiding Van Kelly, who really went after him. So a 6-4-3 double play. 1 run, 2 hits, nobody left. Jerry Doggett will be coming along with more play-by-play, and the score at the end of 6, the Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Hey, Stan Kenton, who do you look up to when you want to give a new tune your own personal style?
I look to our Rangers. They know our approach and the way we look at things musically and can almost make any tune work.
Hey, Stan Kenton, who do you look up to when your car is out of tune?
I look up to 76. The maestro at my Union 76 station and his band of certified servicemen have what it takes to make an engine sing.
When you're looking for someone to look after you, look up to 76. For product and service that you ought to choose, look up to 76.
Look up to 76 for products and services to keep your car in perfect tune. The people at Union 76 have even worked up an arrangement to help you pay your bill. It's called 76 Revolving Credit.
That sounds like a helpful note.
When you're looking for someone to look after you, look up to 76.
All right, Vinny, and away we go into the 7th inning of the ball game with Sizemore and Torborg, and then we'll see about Singer's spot. The Dodgers now will have action in the bullpen, and Ray Lamb will replace Mickelson down there now and begin to fill. Mickelson was up while Singer was in trouble there in the inning. So now the Dodgers find themselves down by 3 with 3 swings left. 7th, 8th, and 9th innings coming up. Sizemore was robbed of a base hit and a run batted in the 4th inning. So Teddy is 0 for 2. The Dodgers have had just 3 hits. 2 by Wills and 1 by Singer. And Singer's a scratch hit that fell off Gaston's glove in center field. Fastball to Sizemore is in there for a strike, 0-1. We're in the 7th inning of the game. Now the pitch on the way. Taken low for a ball. 1-1. Al Ferrara has come back to haunt his ex-mates. A double in the third with 2 on to drive in 2 runs, and a home run with the bases empty in the 6th inning. Now the windup and the 1-1 pitch rolled up the third baseline, and Kelly there gets his hop, makes his play in time. Sizemore is out. 1 away. And here's Tom Haller now coming on to bat for Jeff Torborg. So Haller will come on in the 7th inning. And Gary Ross, the young right-hander, has certainly done a great job in stopping the Dodgers after he came in to replace starter Dick Kelly, who had to leave with a bad shoulder. And Kelly was doing all right while he was out there. All right, Haller coming up. And we'll see about Singer, who's out on deck now, with Ray Lamb working in the bullpen in right field. If Haller gets on, it would be almost a cinch that he would hit for Singer. If he does not, we'll wait and see. Here's the pitch on the way. Haller takes a strike on a fastball, 0-1. Nothing and 1 the count. 7th inning. Haller hits a ground ball to the left side. Kelly over in front of the shortstop, makes his play in time. Haller is out. 2 gone. So Singer now takes off his windbreaker, and apparently he's going to stay in and hit for himself. Nope, Willie Crawford's going to hit for him. So Singer puts it back on again, and here's Crawford coming up now in the 7th inning with 2 outs. So Bill Singer goes out. Bill trying for his 18th win. Cannot get it unless the Dodgers get a whole lot of runs now after 2 outs. Bill worked 6 innings, allowed 3 runs and 7 hits. Struck out 6, did not walk a batter. But right from the start, he was in trouble. He hit the first batter he pitched to, then gave up a single to Pena, but he got out of that. But in the third, singles by Pena and Brown and a double by Ferrara, and he couldn't overcome that. And then Ferrara a home run in the 6th inning. Crawford takes a strike, 0-1. So right-hander Gary Ross and right-hand hitter Al Ferrara turning on the Dodgers here tonight at San Diego. Strike 1 count, pitch on the way to Crawford. Taken low for a ball, and the count goes to 1-1. Wills on deck and Mota to follow. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Lamb throwing in the bullpen. Crawford swings and misses. Strike 2, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Crawford in the 7th. Padres lead 3-0. Here's the pitch. Inside around the knees, ball 2, and it's a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Now the pitch. Crawford fouls it straight back. And the count stays 2-2 to Willie C. Dodgers and the Padres, the only team in action in the National League tonight. Tomorrow, San Francisco at Houston, Atlanta at Cincinnati, Montreal at St. Louis, Philadelphia at New York, and Pittsburgh at Chicago. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Crawford swings and misses. Strike 3. Struck him out with a breaking ball. So the Dodgers go down in order again, and the score at the end of 6.5 innings of play. Padres 3, the Dodgers nothing.
Well, you know, when they sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, they always sing about buying peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Well, that's just fine, but I wonder why there isn't a line in there about the most popular beverage at the ballpark. You know what that is? Burgie. Burgie's down there being passed around just like those other things they sing about. So, well, we think it deserves a line in the song. Something like, Burgie's a drinkable, likable, comfortable kind of beer. And one cold Burgie calls for another. Burgie is that refreshing glass after glass. Comfortable beer.
A dry day, so comfortable, just right for a comfortable beer.
last half of the seventh inning. The crowd here standing for the seventh inning stretch. Little music in the background as we get ready to go, and Ray Lamb coming on now for the Dodgers to take over. As San Diego leads by a score of 3-0. Lamb is making his seventh appearance. Tom Haller is now behind the plate to catch him. Lamb has, as we said, been in 6 ball games, his seventh appearance. He's allowed 2 earned runs in 9 2/3 innings. He has struck out 6, walked 5. So Ray Lamb coming in now out of the Dodger bullpen. And the Padres, led by Al the Bull Ferrara, are out in front 3-0. Tomorrow night, Jim Bunning goes against Joe Niekro.
Hitting off the Padres number 8, Chris Canizaro.
Here's Chris Canizaro coming up now. Canizaro has struck out twice, and now Ray Lamb getting set to go to work. There's a curve for strike, 0-1. Nothing in 1 the count to Canizaro, with Gary Ross due up next. Now again, Lamb checking signs. Canizaro waiting. Into the windup goes Lamb, and the pitch swung on and missed. A good fastball, strike 2. 0-2 the count. Lamb scraping dirt in front of the pitching rubber. Former SC pitching star, Ray Lamb. President of Glendale. Ray looks for a sign. Strike 2 count. Now to the windup, and the pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and Canizaro is down on strikes for the 3rd straight time tonight. Lamb comes in, gets a strikeout, and here's Ross coming up. He struck out his only time at bat. Gary Ross coming up. Padres lead 3-0. As Lamb goes into the windup and delivers to Ross. Breaking ball is low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tomorrow night, Bunning and Niekro. Then Saturday night and Sunday afternoon, we'll wind up the series here at San Diego. Hope you can come down and take in some of the baseball games here in this beautiful stadium. The Dodgers at San Diego for the last time this year, and the Padres will be in Dodger Stadium next weekend. Foul back over the screen, and it is strike 1, ball 1 now to Gary Ross. One count. Lamb delivers. Fastball too high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Leadoff man Arcia on deck. The Padres have won 40 games on the year. They've lost 95. Pitch comes high for a ball, and it's 3-1 now to the pitcher, Gary Ross. There was Al Ferrara, who led the Padres to victory over the Dodgers here the last time they were here. That was the same night that Johnny Padres announced his retirement. All right, 3-1 is the count. And the pitch on the way. Strike called. 3-2 now to the pitcher, Gary Ross. When the Dodgers bat in the 8th, they start at the top of the order. Wills Mota Davis, and for Willie, maybe the last time again. He's been facing that crisis several times now lately. 3-2 pitch. Tap back to the mound, and a good backhand play by Lamb. Throws to first in time. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers Radio Network.
Appliances for cooking or looking, freezing or opening, cleaning or storing. All can be found at Sutton's Appliance Service, Post Office Box 855, Chandler, where you can use your Arizona Bank Bank America card.
This is KTAR in Phoenix.
Here's Arcia at bat. Hit by a pitch ball, grounded out and popped up. Arcia batting 192 as he steps in. Ray Lamb checking signs. Haller gives him out. The curve is a little low. 1 ball and no strikes. The Dodgers have been held to 3 hits, 2 singles by Wills and a single by Singer. Boy, Ross has really stopped him. Kelly worked 2 2/3 innings. Here's a curve strike, a nice pitch by Lamb, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Dodgers, hoping to gain a little ground in the pennant race while all the other teams are idle, now really backed into a hole. There's a curve inside, ball 2, and it's 2-1. They are down 3-0, and if they lose, they will drop into 3rd place behind Cincinnati by a percentage point or 2. The Reds are idle, the Giants are idle, and they lead by 1 game at the start of tonight's play. Curve high. 3-1. Ray Lamb trying to break that curveball inside, and he missed with it. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now Arcia checks signs with third base coach Sparky Anderson. The old campaigner, Wally Moon, coaching at first base. Roger Craig in the dugout as the pitching coach. Here's Lamb into the windup and the 3-1 pitch. Line drive at Sudeikis for the out to retire the side. Really didn't have to go too high for it. They're all out in the 7th inning. 3 up, 3 down, and the score at the end of 7. The Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
You know, in sports, you often hear a player referred to as an all-pro, all-star, all this and that. Well, you know, Farmer John is an all-something. It really is something. That's his all-meat wieners. Farmer John wieners are not only all-meat, but they're the best meat. Fresh eastern corn-fed pork and fresh, lean, juicy, homegrown beef. And Farmer John wieners have a tantalizing taste all their own, too, because Farmer John smokes them, just like he smokes his famous bacon over native western wood. So there's a wild and wonderful western flavor from tip to tip in every tender, tasty morsel. Yes, indeed, whether you broil them, boil them, or barbecue them, you just can't beat the fabulous flavor of Farmer John wieners. So the next time you shop, pick up a package or 2 of Farmer John all-meat wieners, gold medal winners at the California State Fair. Look for them in the delicatessen section of your market. And if you don't see them, speak up and ask for them. Farmer John wieners.
All right, let's go along to the 8th inning with Wills, Mota, and Davis coming on. Maury is 2 for 3. Mota has walked twice, and Davis is 0 for 3. So a big inning now for the Dodgers. As Gary Ross trying to turn him back here in the 8th inning. No errors in the game. Wills has stolen a base, reached second on a pass ball. That was the last pitch made by Kelly. Maury takes a strike from Ross, 0-1. Young right-hander for San Diego, pitching well here. In fact, he stopped the Dodgers cold ever since he came on in the 3rd, and Kelly was doing a good job before that. There's a roll up the first baseline, and it goes foul. So the count to Wills goes to strike 2. Maury coming back to try it again. Mota on deck, and Willie Davis then to follow. The Dodgers have been stopped dead in their tracks here tonight at San Diego. Dick Kelly, 2 2/3 innings, came out with a bad shoulder, and Ross picked up, and he's really blanketed the Dodgers. Oh, 2 pitch, too high for a ball, and the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ross checking again. Into the windup goes the right-hander. The pitch to Maury, line foul. Down in the corner off to our left. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wills. Foster in the bullpen for the Dodgers, and Moeller. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Pitch to Maury is high and away. Ball 2, 2-2. Ross has walked 2, struck out 1. Kelly walked 1 and struck out 1. So a 2-2 pitch now to Maury Wills. Swung on him, missed, strike 3. Struck him out. So Wills going for a fastball is down on strikes, the second strikeout for Gary Ross. He's got good stuff, no mistake about it. And here now is Manny Mota, has walked twice and grounded out. The Dodgers haven't had much of a chance in this ball game tonight. Wills was at second with a steal in the first inning with nobody out, but then 3 ground outs, and he was stranded at third. He reached second in the third inning. Parker reached second in the fourth, and Singer reached second in the fifth, and that's been it. Pitch comes to Mota, too low, 1 ball and no strikes, and Willie Davis on deck. Mota hitting .333. He's 0 for 1. Ross into the windup, and the pitch to Manny outside for a ball, and the count goes 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes as we play in the 8th inning. Gary Ross has allowed only 1 hit to the Dodgers. That a looping single to Singer, and it was almost caught by Colbert, who couldn't hang on after coming in on the dead run. Manny takes low and inside, ball 3, and it's 3-0 now. So Manny on the verge of walking for his 3rd straight time. We're in the 8th inning. 3 balls, no strikes. Now the pitch on the way. Manny takes low, and he's on with a walk for the 3rd time in tonight's game. And here's Willie Davis. Willie is 0 for 3. He's grounded out every time. So Willie with a 31-game hitting streak up now, and Wes Parker on deck. But for Willie, the big item is to get on base now, as the Dodgers are running out of outs, and they are down 3-0. With Parker due next and Costco to follow. All right, Willie Davis up there. Mota on first base. Here's the look now. Check of the runner and the pitch on the way. Willie, it's a foul over the screen. Strike 1. Davis hitting .314 as he stands at the plate. On 1 the count. Mota on first, 1 out in the 8th inning. Pitch to Willie, line foul off to the left, up in the stand, strike 2. So he's in the hole, 0-2 now. Gary Ross getting a new ball, ready to go to work, and Willie Davis walking around to the batter's box. No balls, 2 strikes to Willie. He's had quite a stretch, 31 in a row. Not too many above that mark. Only 2 in the National League, Hornsby and Tommy Holmes. 0-2 count now. Pitch on the way. Low for ball, 1-2 to Willie. He came close the first time up. He grounded one over the mound, and Arcia, the second baseman, made a good play and just did get him by half a step. All right, Willie waiting, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the stretch again and the look, and the pitch on the way to him. Fouled away on the ground. He got a breaking ball in around the knees and just did get a piece of it. Billy McCool and Jack Balson now are working in the bullpen for San Diego down in left field. Foster and Moeller for the Dodgers. We're in the 8th inning, and the Dodgers have 1 out, 1 on, and trail 3-0 to San Diego. And they haven't had a chance to get anything going here. So tough has been Mr. Gary Ross. All right, 1-2. Willie Davis waiting. Here's the look, and here's the pitch. Swung on it, missed, strike 2. Throw the first down in time. So Willie Davis goes down on strike. The 3rd strikeout for Ross. And unless the Dodgers send it into overtime now, Willie might see it come to an end here. He had a reprieve last night, but now he's gone 0 for 4 tonight. And here's Wes Parker with 2 outs. And Ross is still firing him in there. He's got good stuff yet. 8th inning, 2 outs. And Mota on first base. About the only attack the Dodgers have had in this ball game has been Mota with walks 3 times. The pitch to Parker comes high. 1 ball, no strike. Parker walked. Mota's walked 3 times. All right, 1-0 to West. Costco due next. Here's the look, and here's the pitch. Parker takes a strike, and it's 1-1. So Ross is really mixing them up now. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 8th inning at San Diego Stadium, and the Padres lead the Dodgers 3-0 in the first of the 4-game series. Here's the pitch. West checks, and it's low. Ball 2, a breaking ball into the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 count. Gary Ross taking a little walk around the mound. His record going in was 2 wins, 11 losses, and a .486 earned run average. He's pitched anything but that tonight. Throws inside, ball 3, and it's 3-1. He has really been pitching up a storm. He started 6 times, does not have a complete game. He's been relieving most of the time. This is his 46th game, so he's relieved in 40 games this year. 3-1, the look and the pitch. Parker takes a strike, 3-2, and Moto will run with 2 outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. All right, Manny Mota moving off first base. And the pitch to West, swung on a ground ball back to the pitcher. Throw to first, and the inning is over. Parker grounds out pitch to the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And the score at the end of 7 1/2 innings. Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Camp West Industries, located at 2802 Grand Avenue in Phoenix, is camper headquarters in the Valley. It's the home of Tramper Camper, the quality-built camper that offers more for your camper dollar, and the beautiful Travette, the Cadillac of campers. Camp West features many accessories for your camper. In fact, everything that goes in, on, or around the camper. If the call of the desert, a rushing stream, tall pines, and the outdoors is your pleasure, a camper is the answer. Build your own. Camp West Industries has everything you need to do just that. But whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or prefer the ready-made type for quality campers and camper accessories, the place to see is Camp West at 2802 Grand Avenue. Easy to get to, just north of Thomas Road and a block west of Black Canyon Freeway on Grand Avenue. Camp West is open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday till 9, Saturday till 5. So before you buy your camper, see Camp West, your volume camper dealer. For quality, price, and service, that's Camp West Industries, 2802 Grand Avenue in Phoenix.
All right, into the last half of the 8th inning. For the Padres, Roberto Pena, Ollie Brown, and Al Ferrara coming on. It is 3-0 in favor of the Padres as Ray Lamb gets set to work again. Bill Singer started for the Dodgers and went out for a hitter in the 7th inning. All right, Pena waiting now as Lamb gets set to go to work here in the last of the 8th inning. A curveball is high, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Padres. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Dodgers. A double and a home run by Ferrara driving all the runs, and great pitching by Gary Ross in relief of Dick Kelly, who had to go out with a sore shoulder. And the Dodgers haven't even had a look in this game. There's a foul away to the right, and the count is 1-1 now to Pena. Stocky-built shortstop up there. The closest the Dodgers came to a run was Sizemore's line drive caught by Pena in the 4th inning with Parker on base. There's a foul straight back. 1-2 to Pena. He made a lunge at the ball going to his right, and he had to cross over with the glove and flagged it down in the 4th inning. And that was the only threat the Dodgers had to get a run. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the windup and the pitch on the way. Foul over the backstop screen, 2nd level. Strike 2, and ball 1 to Pena. One and 2 with nobody out. When the Dodgers bat in the 9th, they start with Costco, Sudeikis, and Sizemore. Here's strike 3 called on Pena. So Ray Lamb gets his 2nd strikeout. And here's Ollie Brown, who has 1 for 3. He singled in the 3rd. That was a big base hit. It set it up for the base hit by Ferrara to get 2 runs in. Ollie Brown hitting .276. make it 253 rather. 1 for 3. Ferrara on deck hitting 276 before tonight's game began. Brown takes a pitch high, ball 1. So it is 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the last half of the 8th inning, and San Diego leads the Dodgers 3-0. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. McBean now in the bullpen for the Dodgers, along with Jenkins, Jack Jenkins. Fastball low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ollie Brown. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. San Diego got 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th inning. And the man who drove him in is on deck, Al Ferrara. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Brown. Swung on a ground ball to 3rd. Sudeikis up with it. Nice stop. Throw is in the dirt, but dug out by Parker for the 2nd out. So Brown grounds out to 3rd, and here's Ferrara. He flied to right field in the 1st inning, doubled to right center in the 3rd, hit a long home run to left in the 6th inning. So Al now enjoying a good year here at San Diego. 13 home runs, 51 runs batted in, hitting 276. All right, Ferrara waiting to face Lamb. Here's the windup now, and the pitch on the way to Al. In for strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 8th inning. 3-0, the Padres lead. Here's the pitch on the way. Chopped away foul off to the left, and it is strike 2, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Once again, Ray Lamb checking signs into the windup, and here's Ray's pitch to Ferrara. Just outside for ball, 1-2. The last half of the 8th inning. Remember, tomorrow it'll be Jim Bunning against Joe Niekro, and another tough one for the Dodgers. Niekro's record on the year is 7-13, but his earned run average is down to 3. He has the best ERA of any starting pitcher on the staff. And he has the most wins. 1-2. There are 2 outs and nobody on base as Ferrara waits in the 8th inning facing Lamb, the second Dodger pitcher. The windup and the pitch on the way, outside with the fastball. A 2-2 count now to Ferrara. So a lot of things being stopped here tonight. Singer's bid for his 18th win. Willie Davis after 31 consecutive games. And the Dodgers, who had won 7 out of 9 at home, come out on the road and go down 3-0 in the 8th inning of this one. And need to rally in the 9th to hold on. Pitch is inside, ball 3 to Al. Full count now, 3-2. The Dodgers, beginning tonight, had 29 games left. The Giants had 27, the Reds 30, Atlanta just 25, and Houston 28. So time is running out in the National League chase, and we're now confined to the race in the West. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Grounded foul off to the left side. Count to Ferrara stays 3-2. Lamb came on to work in the 7th inning, has retired 5 men in a row. Working now in the 8th inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch. Curve is outside. He walked him. So Lamb misses with a curveball, and Ferrara is on. And that will bring up Nate Colbert, who has gone over 3. Flied out twice to left and grounded out to second. Ferrara comes out for a runner now and gets a round of applause as he leaves. And if things stay as they are, Al will be our guest on the postgame show. Larry Stahl now will run for Al and go in the ball game in the outfield in the 9th inning. Here's Colbert now. Stahl running at first for Ferrara. As Ray Lamb working to the right-hand batter, Nate Colbert. The pitch on the way, low with a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 is the count. Time called now as a bullpen ball gets loose down in right field, and Sizemore has to go out into right field to retrieve it. Jim Brewer is down there throwing now, and that's good news. So Brewer is testing it out. There's a curve in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And Haller now calls time, and he wants to talk with Lamb. The game is in the 8th inning. Nate Colbert batting 5th in the order, waiting. Stahl running for Ferrars on at first base. Here's the look to check, and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside, ball 3, and it's 3-0 now. 3 balls and no strikes. Tomorrow night, Bunning and Necro. Warm-up time will be 7:40 here at San Diego Stadium. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Lamb pitching to Colbert, delivers. Ground ball is back near second. Sizemore up. Underhand toss to Wills in time. A good play by Sizemore as the ball took a bad hop and almost bounced over him into center field. Side is out, and the Dodgers come on in the 9th inning. One more chance. The score through 8. Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Look up for the brightest when you travel the west. Look up to 76. Keep your eye on the number that's above all the rest. Look up to 76.
Look up to 76 for Royal 76 Premium. Blended from the same components the champions get in Royal 76 racing gasoline. Royal 76 has won more races in the West than any other brand. And what 76 learns from experience at the raceway, they pass on to you in dependability on the freeway. Next time you need a tank full, pull into your Union 76 dealer and top up with Royal 76 Premium.
When you're looking for someone to look after you, look up to 76.
To the 9th inning, last chance for the Dodgers. They will start with Costco, Sudeikis, Sizemore, and then Haller if somebody gets on. And Gary Ross doing the work for the San Diego Padres, and backed up by Balson and McCool in the bullpen now. And here's Costco, who's gone 0 for 3. He's been jammed the last 2 times and rolled out softly to the infield. He struck out his other time. So Costco batting in the 9th. All right, Andy coming on in the 9th inning. Here is Ross into the windup, and the pitch on the way to Andy. Outside, ball 1. The Dodgers have really not hit the ball hard at all tonight. Wills has 2 hits, and Singer has 1. Wills grounded 1 to left and lined 1 to center, and Singer hit a fly ball into shallow center. That's about all. Pitch to Costco, inside, ball 2, 2-0. And now, running out to the mound is Canizaro. He's going to talk to the pitcher, Gary Ross. Ross trying to combine with Kelly for a shutout here. The Padres have had 11 shutouts, 8 individually and 3 combined. I'll make it 8 altogether. 3 by Necro, 3 combined. 1 by Kelly and 1 by Santorini. The pitch to Costco, a strike, 2-1. So whatever it was that Canizaro said, it worked, as Ross comes right back with a strike. They estimate the paid attendance at 7,000 here tonight at San Diego. Here's the pitch on the way. Costco tops it foul to the right, and it is 2-2. Two is the count. Costco waiting, and Ross delivers. A swing and a line drive base hit to left field. That's the hardest hit ball of the night by the Dodgers. As Costco starts the ninth with a single to left field. And that will bring on Billy Sudeikis, who has gone out 3 times on fly balls to the outfield. And now we'll have a runner. Valentine will come in and run at first base for Costco. So Bill Valentine, now the runner.
Number 2, Bobby Valentine.
Valentine doing the running at first base. And Bill Sudeikis on deck. So youngster Bobby Valentine in his second game as a pinch runner. Sudeikis 0 for 3. Sizemore on deck and Haller to follow. 9th inning. That is the 4th hit of the game for the Dodgers. All right, Sudeikis waiting. He came close in the first time up in the second inning. Takes a curve low. 1 ball and no strike. 1-0 the count. Top of the ninth. And the Dodgers are down 3-0 to San Diego here at San Diego Stadium. Valentine running at first base. Now the pitch on the way. Bill takes inside, ball 2. So Ross might be pressing a little bit. His control has been a little off. He has fallen behind to the first 2 hitters in the inning. He evened it up to Costco, but then Andy ripped a single to left field. And now he is behind to Sudeikis. And Billy waiting. Bobby Valentine moves off first. The pitch on the way. Strike, 2-1. So a 2-ball and 1 strike count to Sudeikis. He looks again to Ozark. Sizemore is on deck. Cannizzaro looking toward the dugout. And he now reminds Ross that there's a runner on first base. So apparently the bench spotted Ross kind of ignoring the runner at first. 2-1 pitch. Taken low, ball 3, and it's 3-1 now. So the Dodgers trying to get something going. Have Sudeikis at a 3-1 count, and this might be the biggest pitch of the game as far as the Dodgers are concerned. 3-1. As Sudeikis waits now, and a runner at first base. Nobody out in the 9th inning, and San Diego leads 3-0. The pitch. He walked him. And the Dodgers have 2 on now. With Teddy Sizemore coming on, and here comes Preston Gomez. That is the 4th walk given up by Ross. And we'll have a meeting at the mound as Gomez goes out. And we'll see if he's going to make a change. With Sizemore coming up and Haller on deck, he has McCool and Balson in the bullpen. Balson, of course, has the great screwball. Ross has pitched a superb game here. And Preston gives him a pat on the back and is going to leave him in. All right, Sizemore will be the batter. He's grounded out twice and lined out to short. Had a base hit taken away and a run taken away on a line drive in the 4th inning. So here's Teddy at bat now. He represents the tying run. Sudeikis on first base, Valentine on second, as the Dodgers try to make noise here in the 9th inning. The Padres lead on the 3 runs driven in by Ferrara. And now Sizemore looks down toward third. Tom Haller on deck and the pitcher spot to follow. McBean is throwing alone in the Dodger bullpen in right field. All right. Here's Ross with a stretch to look in the pitch. Too high, ball 1. So Ross now has walked 4, has walked 1 in the inning. Has fallen behind on each of the hitters in the inning. It is 1 ball and no strikes as Ross checks to look back in the pitch. Ted takes the strike on a fastball on the inside part, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to Sizemore. As Ross checks, looks, and delivers. Ted takes a curve strike, and he didn't like the call on that one. He backs out, walks away now, drawing at Donatelli as he goes out of there. He had 1 inside and 1 outside. He didn't like either one of them. So now he gets the cloth, throws it back toward Haller in the on-deck circle, and comes back into the batter's box. Teddy Sizemore up there, hitting .274. And behind on the count, 1-2. Now the check by Ross, the pitch. Popped up on the near the mound, and Ross calls for it and makes the play. Infield fly rule was on, but Sizemore was jammed and popped up to the pitcher. Little pop fly just to the right of the mound, and here's Haller coming up. Grounded out in his only appearance in the game. So Tommy Haller, the batter, with 1 out and 2 men on, as Ross jammed Sizemore. He got him in the hole, and then popped him up. And now Ken Azera goes to the mound to talk to Ross. And we'll pause for station identification. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers Radio Network.
Up-to-the-minute men's fashions in a complete wardrobe selection greet you on every visit to Hall's Men's Shop, 40 South San Marcos, Chandler, where you can use your Arizona Bank America card.
This is KTAR Phoenix.
Here's Tom Haller at bat. Tom batting .267. 5 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Now the pitch. Swung at a line drive. Caught at second base. Double play. The game is over. Tommy Dean leaping high for the ball. Raced back to the bag. The double of Valentine. And the ball game is over. And the Padres beat the Dodgers 3-0. We'll have the final totals coming up for you right after this message.
You know, friends, when we say we're glad to be here bringing you tonight's game, we're honored to be right here with all of us. So we try to bring you all the action, the spirit, and excitement, everything going on. Well, if we could, we'd even like to bring you the peanuts, hot dogs, and most important, high ice-cold Bergie beer. Sure, because we think Bergie in hand is even more important than a warm, sunny day when a man wants to settle down and get comfortable. You know, they call Bergie a comfortable kind of beer. What they really mean is that Bergie has a light taste and a light feeling, so you can always enjoy more than one. But comfortable always makes me think of the times I enjoy beer most, the comfortable, easy-going, relaxing times. So if you want to make your comfortable times even more comfortable, settle down with a Bergie. Because, you know, when the people at Bergie say Bergie's a comfortable beer, they really mean that, too.
Well, here at the San Diego Stadium, the game ends on a double play on a line drive by Tommy Haller and a leaping catch by Tommy Dean, who had just gone into the ball game at shortstop in the ninth inning for defensive purposes. He's about 6 inches taller than Roberto Pena, and the ball might have gone over Pena's head, so Preston Gomez had pulled the right move at the right time, putting Dean in the ball game. Then he outran Valentine back to the bag at second base for the double play, and the Dodgers suffer a tough defeat to San Diego tonight, 3-0. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Padres. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. The winning pitcher is Gary Ross, now 3-11, and the loser was Bill Singer, who's now gone 17-9 on the year.